la 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 la. Ashley asked me if I'd write her a song, so I wrote her a song for her awesome show.
Hi, welcome to the awesome Ashley Show. Today I have Sugarbox with me.
Sugarbox in the house.
Studio
I'm pretty
audience.
sure it's their first interview on TV, so I feel pretty lucky. How did you all start the Sugarbox? Whose idea was it to start Sugarbox?
Who started?
Oh, I don't know. Me and Mookie kind of hanging out one day, and we were like, "There's really no hip hop bands around here. We should start one." And I don't know. We got different people throughout the year. Well, it's been like 2 years, I guess. We finally got this great lineup, and hopefully, we stick together for a while here.
Yeah.
How did you come up with the name Sugarbox? That must.
Some more brainstorming.
Yeah. Tell them, Mooks.
We started off with, a boombox. That's we came up with that first, but we didn't think that was, we wanted to come up with something a little bit more flashy. So as we brainstormed, eventually we came up with Sugarbox, and that's what we have now.
We needed something sweeter than Boombox.
so sweet.
We added some sugar.
How do you know what songs to pick for Sugarbox?
I'd say songs that are going to make people get out on the dance floor and have a good time. We want to see people dancing and enjoying. So anything with a good beat. And especially now, since everyone's so nostalgic about the 80s, 90s, and even early 2000s, I like to think we cater to that.
And Michelle, how did you get involved in Sugarbox?
So I just joined the group about a few weeks ago, and it's been so much fun. We've been rehearsing, and it's my first time in a band, so it's been a really cool experience.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I love it.
Probably a little nervous too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I auditioned with them, and they seemed to like it, so here we are.
We love it.
That's awesome. You guys seem like you have a good connection too. That's a good, like a family kind of type thing. That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
When you have practice, like for a show and stuff, like how do you do practices?
So we practice every Tuesday night. We get together, go over our set list.
Practice whatever new
just-
songs we have
Yeah.
for the night, for that week. We usually try to have at least 1 or 2 new songs that we put into the list, as well as go over our older material to keep up on it. Like she said, she's only been in the band for a few weeks now, so we're still kind of getting her into it and
Getting her
having
used to it.
know all her
Yeah.
parts and be tight enough with all of us, and it's been flawless.
How did you start guitaring, Keenan?
Well, I actually first started playing guitar when I was 16. And then a friend of mine, when I turned 17, a friend of mine asked me to play bass. And I said, no way, because bass players just stand there. And it's only 4 strings, and what a boring job that would be. So I finally said that I would pick up the bass and play 1 gig to fill in for this guy's bass player. And I've been playing bass ever since.
And Tommy, how did you start?
I started playing drums at 13. My parents put me through like a bunch of sports and trying to figure out which direction I was going to kind of go in. They bought me a drum set, and I started taking lessons, and then I never looked back. It's been quite a road since I've been playing. So I was the last kid picked every time, so I decided to play drums.
It seems like that you're always the one that gets picked on in Sugarbox. I mean, I've only known you a couple times.
No bullying here.
I
Come
keep it
on.
kind of clean when there's a bunch of other people around.
They're like brothers too.
I
so
can dish out my own.
I can see that too.
yeah.
So Chuck, how did you get started?
Actually, like me and a bunch of my friends, we had a band where we were pretending to do Kiss songs with tennis rackets and stuff,
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And then we were all like, we should really buy our own instruments. And so like I was like the only one out of all my friends that actually bought an instrument. And then I've been playing ever since.
And Mookie? I can't remember your name.
Mookie, you can call me Tom Collins. My real name is Thomas Collins. If that's easier, that's fine with me.
How did you get started?
It was just on a whim. I just, like Chuck said, we were talking, and I was like, hey, I can probably do it. And we started working on it, and I just got better at it, and here we are. I've always been involved with music. When I was a kid, my dad was in a band. They were pretty popular, so he used to try to really get me into it. Back then, I really wasn't involved with music like that. I was kind of an athlete. I was more into that than I was music, but.
Do you have to practice beatboxing? I think that's what you call it,
Beatboxing? I've never really practiced beatboxing, but I mean, it's not that hard to do. I mean, a lot of people can do it. It's a pretty basic skill. Some people can do it really well. Some people can't do it well.
All you gotta do is ask the kid.
Me, I'm not that great at it, but.
Yeah. What is your favorite song to play in Sugarbox? Because I know you guys have different sets and like.
Any Biggie song that we do, I like all the Biggie songs with Jay-Z, and any song that has a lot of energy in it. Those are the songs I like.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No Diggity's a big one.
No Diggity.
I like that one. Yeah.
There's
Get
one.
Jiggy with it's probably
There's
my
one
favorite
that
song.
I like too. That has, I think it has a swear in it too. But so that's why you guys didn't play it on the radio. So I was like, hey man. But I don't know what the name of the song is. You
You
think?
can do it. Is that the one?
I
I remember there was
think. I
one
think
that
so.
You said that you like that we play. I can't remember.
Yeah, it is one that I like. I just can't think of it.
Well, a lot of them have swears, and we try
Yeah,
to edit
clean it
out
up a little
the
bit.
swears depending on where we're playing. We'll try to, weed out the swears like we did during your show, or we're about to.
That's good. How many concerts? I mean, how many places have you been playing so far? Because this band is new, right? It's only
a
been
couple years. We've been playing. We started out playing in little tiny bars in Old Orchard.
Orchard Beach.
Yeah. There's a little tiny place called Soho's. We started there, and it was just really small, but we wanted to see what people thought of it, because there really aren't a lot of hip-hop type dance bands around that are doing what we do. There's a few out there, but they just don't have the energy, the charisma, the look, or Mookie. Or Michelle.
Mookie. Yeah, you kind of need Mookie for some of the songs.
But all of us
Few of 'em.
together as a group, we've played 2 shows.
2 shows. Yeah.
2 shows.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we're still a work in progress for this band here, because we've been in transition for the past 2 years. We've had how many different girls now? You're
Michelle's the fourth singer.
Fourth.
So for in 2 years we have 4 different singers. So we're still transitioning. We're still pretty new, but the good thing is we've been doing it for so long that we're still pretty good. So
Yeah, Tommy's the third drummer.
Third drummer.
Third drummer that we've had. Our first female singer went back to school. The second one that we had got pregnant. And the third one that we had got a job out of state. So we're hoping she doesn't go anywhere. Or go to school or get pregnant.
Not anytime soon.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that. I know, look at her, right? So we're going to
Yeah,
have
we gotta bring
problems,
them
right?
Watch it, Keenan.
So, what's the best part of being in a band?
The best part is just getting on stage, letting loose, just being creative and having that outlet, and sharing that with our audience too. You can tell when they're having a really good time, and you feed off of each other, and it's such a cool feeling. So I think just feeding off of the audience and the energy that you get when you're on stage at a Sugarbox show.
What is the most hardest part about being in a band?
Lugging my stuff back to the car at 2 o'clock in the morning. You're tired. You're starving. That's probably the most
You almost
difficult.
have, like horrible service.
yeah, they're awful.
We
I
also-
think agreeing on what we're going to do for songs
Sure.
and parts and harmonies and who's doing
Yeah.
what, because we're actually
Because there's so
missing
many
a
people
member.
there's so many people in the band that you guys
Yeah.
all have to agree
Right.
before you decide on, okay, this is good.
Exactly. We have another member of the band, and his name is Bruce Tracy. And we call him DJ Thunder. He calls himself DJ Thunder, and he's a DJ. He scratches and turntables and does all that turntable-y stuff and samples. And so he's not here because what did he have to do?
It's got
Something lame.
a busy schedule.
So
Something way lamer than
sorry, Bruce.
Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, he's a good vocalist for sure.
Yeah, he sings too. So
And it's nice when we all kind of agree on songs. We all have such different musical tastes. and musical backgrounds. So it's cool when we can come together and really enjoy what we're doing.
Do you guys have a Facebook page for people to check, you know, if they've never heard of Sugarbox before?
Absolutely, you
Yes.
can. Yeah, absolutely. Sugarbox on Facebook. It's just Sugarbox, all one word.
And if you want to follow us on Instagram, Sugarbox Rules. You can follow us on Instagram.
Yes.
What is the hardest song to sing? Or do you guys ever pick hard songs to sing?
Thank
The hardest one to sing.
me.
Well, I know what hard ones I have for backup vocals that I usually, by the end of the song, this is toast. Party Up is one of them because I have to do a certain type of voice with it, and my voice just is Melba toast by the time I'm done.
Hardest song for me would be just if we do new songs. The new songs are always the hardest. If I haven't done them a lot,
Because you have to look up the
because
lyrics.
I have to remember all the words, and standing there is like I got to make sure I get these words. And sometimes when I'm doing a new song, it's like it looks like I'm not really into it because I'm standing there trying to remember all the words. But once I know all the words and it's in my brain like that, I can get crazy and just do it, whatever. But
Yeah, because usually when you play in the band, like kind of you and Michelle are kind of on like either together or both of you are either on your own. So that must be kind of hard to like do it on your own. Like
Well, it's nice. Mookie's very professional, and it's nice working alongside someone with good stage presence, like everyone in here. So yeah, it makes me want to step up my game. Absolutely.
I didn't know I was a pro, but hey, thanks.
yeah, because you're kind of like the rapper of the band.
Yeah, I do a lot of rapping.
On your mark, ready, set, let's go. Dance for a pro, I go, you go, I go, psycho. When my new joint hit, just can't sit. Gotta get jiggy with it. They said 90, come by. KNY, all up in my eye. You gotta brag with a lot of stuff in the give it to your friend, let's go. Everybody looking at me, glancing at kids, wishing they were dancing again. Give with his hands again, see the cigar, right? Give it the bar, I just bite it. It's for the look, I don't like it. Get away the anyway on the hands, they all play. Giving up, she can make it feel like don't play. My cardio's infinite. Ha ha, big Willie style, so all in it. Getting jiggy with it. What? Get jiggy with it. What? Get jiggy with it. What? Get jiggy with it. What? You wanna roll with the kid? Watch your step, you might fall trying to do what I did. Goes up in the middle of the club with the rubber dub. No love for the haters. Mad cause we got 4 seats at the Lakers. Cause we in the 50-yard line of the Raiders. Bet I lead, so I'm the greatest. I got the fever for the flavor of a rock pleaser. Do you play another for this prince of your highness? Only fly chicks ride my whip. South to the west, to the east, to the north for my hits. But watch them go off or go on. But yes, y'all. And you don't stop in the winter order. Summertime makes it hot. Get jiggy with it. What? Get jiggy with it. What? Jiggy with it. What? Get jiggy with it. What? 850 IS, who can lead with this? Who's a kid in the drop? Who else will Smith? Living that life, some consider a myth. Rock from South Street to 1-2 quick. Women used to tease me, give it to it now, nice and easy. Since I moved up like George Louisi, bring it to the maximum. I be asking them, looking like a mouse with a brother that's flattening them. Whether it's a real attacking them, whether the ball was shacking them, flattening them. Side, you know I took a spill, but I didn't. Plus, the lady in my life, she hit. Nigga with a drop top, with a ribbon. Crib for my mom on the outskirts of Philly. You try to flex on me, don't get silly. Get jiggy with it. What? Get jiggy with it.
can sing too. I haven't done any singing yet, but that's eventually I'll get
He
to
sings
that.
a lot. He just doesn't sing any leads.
Yeah, I don't do any lead singing. I sing a little, most of the backup, some background stuff, but I don't do any lead songs.
You probably sing in the car when you're by
In the
yourself.
car. Sometimes I sing in the car.
The shower.
Little
There you go.
Stevie Wonder, a little, do some classics. I go back to the '70s when I'd sing in the car.
You guys should learn some 90 degrees and, get some
90 degrees.
get some 90 degrees in there.
We were thinking about that. What do they say? Wait, what do they say? What song?
Name some 98 degree songs.
What song is that?
My everything.
What?
Isn't it Nick Lachey?
Yeah. Yeah, I met him 3 years ago. 3 years ago. So,
Nice.
98
I was a big
degrees. I forgot
Backstreet
about those
Boys
guys.
fan back in the day. I was a BSB girl.
What is your favorite band? Thank you, Michelle, for bringing that up.
Yeah. Wow. My favorite band, David Bowie's definitely someone that I've looked up to. I love Lady Gaga.
I wanna hold 'em like they do in Texas Plays. Fold 'em, let 'em hit me, raise it, baby, stay with me. Love game, intuition, play the cards as spades and start. And after he's been hooked, I'll play the one that's on his heart. Oh, 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 oh. I'll get him high, show him what I got. Oh, 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 oh. I'll get him high, show him what I got. Can't read mine, no we can't read 'em my poker face. Can't read mine, no we can't read 'em my poker face. Pop, 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 poker face, pop, pop, poker face. Pop, 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 poker face, pop, pop, poker face. I wanna roll with him, a hot pair we will be. A little gamble and it's fun when you're with me. Russian roulette is not the same without a gun. And baby, when it's love, if it's not rough, it isn't fun. Oh, 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 oh. I'll get him high, show him what I got. Oh, 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 oh. I'll get him high, show him what I got. Can't read mine, no we can't read 'em my poker face. Can't read mine, no we can't read 'em my poker face. Can't read mine, no we can't read 'em my poker face. Can't read mine, no we can't read 'em my poker face. Pop, 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 poker face, pop, pop, poker face. I won't tell you that I love you, kiss or hug you, 'cause I'm loving my muffin. I'm not lying, I'm just stunning with my love glue gunning. Just like a chick in a casino, take your bag before I pay you out. Promises, check this head 'cause you're mine. Can't read mine, no we can't read 'em my poker face. Hit it! Can't read mine, no we can't read 'em my poker face. Can't read mine, no we can't read 'em my poker face. Can't read mine, no we can't read 'em my poker face. Pop, 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 poker face, pop, pop, poker face. Pop, 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 poker face, pop, pop, poker face. Pop, 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 poker face, pop, pop, poker face. Pop, 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 poker face, pop, pop, poker face.
Yeah, a lot of good female front women I look up to a lot. Yep.
And Tommy, since you have the mic, who's your favorite singer?
My favorite band is definitely 311. I've been listening to them since '94.
Never heard of him.
Never heard of them. Yeah.
You probably have heard some of their songs.
You've heard some of them.
Yeah.
I listen to the Police a lot. 311's definitely my top one. I listen to a lot of reggae and funk. A lot of ska music too. I like ska music. So I'm kind of all over the board. So, but yeah.
And Keenan, who's your favorite band?
My favorite band? I have so many. I guess my all-time favorite band would be the Beatles, because I can listen to them all the time, over and over and over. They have so many songs that you could never get sick of them. But I was influenced by like early hip hop, Boogie Down Productions, that type of era, Run DMC. But my huge influence would be an alternative rock band called Dream Theater. And that's why I'm a musician today.
Nice.
Because of that band.
Chuck.
Well, of course, I like the Beatles too as well, but I don't know. I'd probably say I got into the Beastie Boys a lot in college, so them or I liked hair bands, Motley Crue, and Twisted Sister.
Nice.
That's cool. And Tommy?
See.
I answered that
Favorite
question.
band? No, I'm the other Tom.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
He said I couldn't keep it by his
Favorite band? I'm trying to think.
I got confused.
Man, it's hard to pick. I mean, if a band is good, I'm going to listen to it. I don't know if I can pick a favorite. But when I was growing up, I remember listening to a lot of songs that my mom would play, like, a lot of R&B, Four Tops and Spinners and music like that.
Nice.
All the way up to Stevie Wonder and all the classics, Motowns and stuff like that. Most of that
Nice.
kind of music I love. Those are the
His
bands
dad
that I
was
like.
famous.
Your dad was famous?
Well, they were pretty big for a while back in, let me see, what was it?
Was he in a band
Late
or was-
50s, early 60s. He was in a band called the Dream Lovers. They were like a doo-wop band. They were pretty big back then.
Love you, yes I love you so. Want the world to know that I love you so. Oh, need you by my side. Want you for my bride. These will be the good old days, many a year from now. Days we've made and records we've played, many a year from now. If I should lose you, my friends will laugh and say, we told you so. They keep on asking me, why don't you let her go? They say she'll soon break my heart.
They were on TV. They were on American Bandstands. Yeah, like I've been around a lot of music for a long time. So
I think we're getting to
Music is
know
in my-
each other
music's in
more
my
than ever
blood,
now.
I guess. I never thought I would be in a band because I always.
This interview was like great therapy. for
Yeah.
me,
Yo.
really,
My dad used to try to get me into music. I used to go to his house. He used to teach me how to play the guitar. We used to do some singing and all that stuff. But like I said, I was an athlete. I was really into the athletic stuff. I wasn't into the music. I would do it with him just to please him. But they were always trying to get me out there on stage and do stuff. But I just wasn't into it back then. I was all about the sports. But now I'm not playing sports anymore. It's like, okay, what am I going to do now? So, and I watched a lot of bands around here. I work down the beach. So I see a lot of bands come through, and I kind of one day I was like, I probably could do that if I tried.
Yeah.
Then we started talking about the hip hop thing. I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot, and it just
That's cool.
steamrolled from there.
This is an info all the fellas trying to do what those ladies tell us. We shot down the you're overzealous. Play hard to beat females, get jealous. Okay, smarty, go to a party. Girls are scantily clad and show 'em body. The front turkeys wish you was sexy, but you still on the wall if you was born young. Next day comes, hot fast lunch. Food is served in stone cold lunch. You come home, people start to dance, and then you ache so much. You get your fans. A girl starts walking, God starts walking. Sits down next to you and starts talking. She says she wants to dance, that you like the groove. Come on, fast, so just watch the move.
Do you guys have any upcoming shows?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know you guys played one last night. So
Yeah, we did play last night.
Our next big show is
Actually, Jimmy the
Jimmy the Greeks on November 25th. We'll be playing over there.
We're
After
playing every
Thanksgiving.
Saturday. Every Saturday from now till the end of January.
That's November 25th.
I don't even know what Thanksgiving is.
It's the Thursday before that.
Okay.
And then December 9th.
So, if you're feeling guilty about your Thanksgiving dinner, come dance it off.
There you go.
Sugarbox in the house, come on. The waves keep on crashing on me for some reason. But your love keeps on coming like a thunderbolt.
Gym of the Greeks, Old Orchard
Dance
Beach,
it off, people. Come see the box.
formerly the Village Inn.
And you guys should make a Snapchat, so people
Oh,
then
true that.
then
true
people
that.
could do like then someone could film film it for you for a minute, and then it'll play for 24 hours, and then
There we go.
Now,
That's
isn't
a great
Snapchat
idea.
the one that everybody puts like their ears and they have
Yes.
the,
Yeah,
the
so
glasses?
see,
and-
that's
You look good with some dog
yeah,
hairs.
no, I'm all set.
We should fire Eric as manager and hire Ashley.
Hey, Mr. Manager, can you turn that light off, please?
Be
The
co-manager.
flecky light. Thank you.
They cut you out. They cutting you, man. You're fired.
is there anything else you want the viewers to know about Sugarbox?
We're the illest
Are you
hip
from
hop
Maine?
band in New England. That's all you need to know.
Worldwide phenomenon.
Worldwide phenomenon.
Was everybody born here in Maine?
Yes, well, I was.
I'm the only one who wasn't.
I'm born in Maine.
I was born in Rhode Island,
Ah,
but I grew up in Florida and then moved to Maine about 2 years ago. And yeah, pretty
State's a
stoked.
better place.
for
Fell in
him.
love.
I grew up in Philadelphia, but came up here for college, and I've been here ever since. So
Nice.
it's been good. It's good
Sweet.
up here.
Well, thank you all for coming.
Thank you, Bash.
Thank you
Thanks
for
for
having us.
having
here.
And
us.
thank you
time.
for your private concert you gave me.
Absolutely.
Anytime. Let us know.
By,
We'll be back.
rehearsal or something.
Yeah, every Tuesday. We're rehearsing.
Nice.
You're more than welcome.
Stray Cat Studios. That's where we're at.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
It's to you